I've had asthma for my whole life.
I have cystic fibrosis.
I have lupus, fibromyalgia, Sjogren's syndrome, and rheumatoid arthritis.
My latest diagnosis is CIDP, or chronic inflammatory demyelinating polyneuropathy.
I live with a condition called Ankylosing spondylitis, which is an inflammatory arthritis, and the medications that I take for it suppress my immune system and leave me immunosuppressed. Being high risk means that I am more likely to have severe outcomes if I do contract the coronavirus.
A lot of people with autoimmune conditions have learned how to shelter at home. I'm also an introvert, so I know how to do this thing.
I spent a lot of my childhood in and out of the hospital, from 2 years to even high school.
My ability to play with my grandkids is very limited because I am in fear of falling on them. So I fall a lot. My left leg is totally useless.
When I was born in the 90s, they'd only just begun starting to understand CF. It was a death sentence for a very long time, but with the advancement of medicine and technology, people with CF are living older and older each year. But I've always been prepared to die that way.
I don't want to die. I don't, so I'm taking as many precautions. We don't have visitors coming in the house.
I think I would have the resources to survive, I think, at a physical level, but if the hospitals are packed, then I could be a goner easily. It's a coin toss, how your body reacts to something like this. All I know is that if I get it, I'm at risk for kicking the bucket.
I have to make sure that I'm refilling all of my inhalers and my preventative asthma medications. I have everything, but I'm about to run out. I have not run into any difficulty with the supply. However, I do wonder what I will come in contact with picking it up.
I'm grateful to my friends. I'm living off of my friends' charity by going to the market for me. I'm grateful for the people who are delivering things to home, because without that, I wouldn't have a lifeline.
The normal things that we all took for granted, everything's really changed.
Going into stores, talking to people, shaking hands, all of these things that are just part of life as we know it.
This has been horrible, being locked up.
For people who are immune compromised or high risk in some way, this is going to change the way that we relate to the world. And I don't know what that will look like.
We can easily spread this disease around. And, I think that people need to stop being selfish and think about everybody else.
What one person does affects populations of people.
It's about the good of the herd. This is like we're being graded on a group project. How we combat this right now is going to affect the people who are most vulnerable.
Maybe this is time for us as a human race to step back and look at what is happening, and not so much why or who caused it, but what can we do in the future to be prepared for not a COVID type virus, but something else?
I beg you, please remember that this isn't about you. Act like you have it and you're protecting the person you love the most from catching it. And that's why you're going to stay home.
All of us are at risk of getting sick and, frankly, of dying. And I just don't understand why people aren't able to sacrifice in the short term so that in the long term we can get some sense of normalcy back.
What your action does as one human being can change the outcome and lifespan of somebody you know or don't even know.